Welcome back to the channel, collectors. So today we're going to review the Knight Valiant model, and I'm going to talk about some of the parts and what do I think about the model. So the Knight Valiant is it's a pretty large 40k model. It comes with one Knight Valiant like that. Let me just put this on focus. Alright, one Knight Valiant, and it comes with accessories. So it comes with 2 guns and 2 missile pods. However, I've just painted 1 missile pod here. So you have the options of configuring the carapace with an assortment of weapons. The kit is very interestingly designed because there are two versions of this Knight. There's the Knight Castellan and the Knight Valiant. The only differences of the Knights are its weapons. And for the Knight Valiant, it comes with the harpoon and the configuration cannon, which I've changed over here. And the differences are also on the carapace, which you can see right here. So for the Knight Valiant, what you will have is you have a slightly different carapace and a slightly different groin piece. However, the entire carapace of what you will see here, one moment, it's exactly the same. So both models share the exact same carapace, top to bottom. And what's really amazing about this kit is that in order to build this carapace, they use the exact same sprue to build the left and right legs. You might think that it might be a bit samey, and how does it happen? Because right here, as you can see, this piece is reflected over here. The only difference is you add a little piece here to make it the front of this. Add a little piece here, I mean this piece. One moment, let me just put this in focus. Add a little piece here, this piece here, and this makes it the front of the. It makes it the front of the side. And then the back is exactly the same. So this entire thing is mirrored 2 ways, which is making GW, in my opinion, quite a lot of money, because they only need to produce 1 sprue for the left and right, and the legs have slots to show to put the legs in different configurations so that you can have him in a walking pose or in a stationary pose like you see in the box art. So in my opinion, this is a really smart design. Okay, so how I would recommend you guys to build this kit is that you might want to leave the carapace off and magnetize the arms. Okay, so the arms here, I've magnetized this with a 5mm magnet and this with a 8mm magnet. So what you can do is you can always switch it around, and what I've done is I've switched this with some weapons from the Chaos Knight Rampager. So if you really want a unique looking Knight Tyrant, you can always have them swap. So these are about 2 to 3 magnets in, so that the magnets are really tough and the weapons won't fall off. Okay, so now I'm going to do some measurements and I'm going to do some size comparisons next. So for the carapace weapons, I don't recommend you glue them in. However, if you do want to magnetize them, I would think that a 5mm magnet here, through reinforced with a little bit of epoxy, would do just fine. However, in my own opinion, because it comes with pins like that, you can always just slot the weapons on, and they don't really fall off unless you turn the model upside down. If you're just carrying the model up and down, they should be pretty stable. Okay, so just let me put on the hood onto this model and I can start doing some measurements. Just placing the hood here, and for the purposes of measurements, I won't be putting any of the carapace weapons on because I'll be turning the model around. Alright, so this model has a height. Let's measure the height. Just take out the weapons here so that the weapons don't fall off. So the model has a height of about, I would say, slightly under 20 centimeters, maybe about 19 centimeters tall, as seen in the ruler. Okay, this knight is approximately the same size as the Chaos Knight, so you shouldn't be expecting this to be a lot larger, because I was expecting it to be a lot larger, but to me I think it's just a bit wider. The shoulder pads aren't as large also. So some size comparisons, we're going to compare it with a Void Dragon. This is a relatively new model from Games Workshop. So in comparison wise, I would say the Void Dragon measures in at about 20 centimeters. So of course there will be this will be a lot taller, about an inch shorter than the Void Dragon. Okay, however, of course, this is a really chunky boy, and this is a lot wider than the Void Dragon. Okay, so versus an ordinary miniature like a Space Marine, so I'm just going to grab our normal Space Marine to measure. So this is how a Space Marine looks next to the assembled and painted Knight. It's really small interceptor Space Marine, and compared to one of the regular Firstborn Marines, this is how a Firstborn Marine looks with the Imperial Knight Tyrant, I mean. Alright, so some relevant model measurements, we can always put them together with a Armiger Knight, and let's see how he stands up against an Armiger Knight. So this is an Armiger Knight, and we have the Knight Tyrant right here. So I would say that he's about slightly over half the height of the Knight Tyrant, and the Knight Armiger is on a significantly smaller base, of course. So this is my review of the model kit. I would say that this model kit is pretty good. I really enjoyed painting it. However, this model kit is very expensively priced, so it's a significant investment only if you want to play Imperial Knights. However, I would say from a painter's perspective, this gives a lot of surfaces to do weathering. I really enjoyed creating all these weathered surfaces right here, and I would say the big open base really gives an opportunity to build a diorama. However, this is already my third Chaos Knight, and I think I'm quite tired about building little dioramas for this Imperial Knight, so that's why I kept this base a little bit more simple. I would say that materials wise, there are a lot of opportunities, because it also gives you an opportunity to practice your freehand, because there's a lot of big open spaces where you can really challenge yourself. By creating freehand opportunities such as this Chaos Star. And I would say that in order to magnetize this, it's not difficult at all. I would highly recommend to magnetize this during the assembly by cutting the two halves first before attaching them together, so that you don't have to slice them up. And I would say that modification wise, the slots of the legs gives you two options. So you can have a static pose, or you can opt to have a walking pose like what I've done over here. So I really enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed this model review too. And yeah, do tag us on Instagram if you wanna show me your work and ask for some feedback. And yeah, do give me a like and subscribe if you can, and I hope to see you very soon. See you guys.